NNRG.
So the game for today is the Castles of Dr. Creep, which is quite the name. Well, let's just get it going here. So auto start, got it going, searching for star, or rather the first file on disk that's executable, or is it just the first file? Oh, flashing. But yeah, I've never been quite certain of that, like if the star goes for the first file or the first runnable file, like... Again, it's like bits and pieces that I know of how the C64 works, right? But in any case, we've got an intro here. 300? Oh, it's a remember group intro. I'm gonna guess maybe it's like their, 300th release, it just said right there. Oh, wait. Did I just see 2002? Okay, so that means this is one of the more recent breaks of the copy protection. And it's interesting that it's like sort of stalling out the text scrolling there for a moment. Huh. Okay, let's move on from here. We're gonna get documentation this time. Oh wait. I was trying to say so to lead into it, but it started with so. Okay. So, your company has transferred you to their Transylvania office and you're looking for a place to live? Something private, spacious, with a view? Well, we have just the thing for you. Welcome to the Castles of Dr. Creep. 13 different models open for your inspection. Just step inside. Oh, you want to leave already? Well, I'm afraid that's simply not possible. Not until you've taken the complete tour. This reads like a really threatening, real estate promotion. Like almost like something you'd see on a TV, except presumably they're saying this like while you're actually at these castles or something. You'll notice that we have all the modern conveniences, electrostatic energy generators to warm things up, piped-in music, which I'm sure you will find quite haunting, doors galore, and you never know what you will find on the other side. Once the death rays start lining up behind you, however, I know you will be eager to find out. You may want to step lively over trapdoors and through the force fields. We've lost several prospective buyers that way. Over there, of course, is Mummy's room. Mummy seems to be all wrapped up at the moment, but probably not for long. And a living room? At the Castles of Dr. Creep, all the rooms are living, although many of the occupants are not. Neighbors, you ask? I know you will love them. The vampires are always glad to join you for a quick bite, and Frankenstein's monster just seems to pop up whenever you least expect him. I actually like the fact that it says Frankenstein's monster and not just Frankenstein. That's some good attention to detail. Okay, so it says here that you're about to begin a tour of some of the strangest real estate ever placed on the market. Your goal to complete your tour alive. Your visit to each of the 13 castles will be timed, so don't dawdle. You can enter the castles alone, but you may find it a bit more comforting to have a friend along. With 2 players, this becomes a game where cooperation, not competition, is what counts. Huh. So apparently there's like a cooperative 2-player to this. Okay. Oh wait, it says here that the game actually has a tutorial mode. What are we reading the instructions for? Actually, just how much more is there to these instructions? 'Cause that seemed like a lot just for the preamble to what's in here. Oh, holy jeez, this is actually... How much documentation is there? What is... That's a lot of Wow, that was a lot of documentation. Okay, I am very glad there's a tutorial mode because I don't want to have to read all of that. Okay, let's just get into it, because clearly... Oh, freaking flashing. Clearly the game's gonna instruct us to at least the basics of what we should be doing. So, hopefully that's what goes on here, but we're gonna find out. Broderbund... Oh, it's Broderbund. Okay. So, I know Broderbund's been around for a while, but... It's interesting to see them behind this particular game here, apparently made by Ed Hobbs. So please allow 2 minutes for loading. It's not actually doing anything at the moment. Do I just push a button? Okay, now it's gonna, well, bring up a title screen. Castles of Dr. Creep, yep, got the Broderbund logo right up there. And apparently a for sale sign. I'm not sure about you, but looking at that in the distance, I'm not sure I'm laying my money down for that. I don't care how good the mortgage rates are. Okay, enable fast loader, do the trainers thing so we don't have to worry about high scores. None of that, none of that. Oh, only 2 trainers. Okay then. And then we got the fast loading bars, which are not nearly as hard on the eyes. Castles of Dr. Creep by Ed Hobbs, Broderbund software. Push. Oh no, it went on its own. Okay, so apparently is this just a demo? Oh, this is just a demo. It's like showing the different things in the game. Well, it said there was a tutorial. I don't think this would be a tutorial because this is just demonstrating stuff. Yeah, if I push a button, it says, okay, so it's going into it. Okay, so let's start playing. Oh, and now we're doing... Okay, so now we're controlling what was being demonstrated in the demo. I guess it was demonstrating the tutorial screens or something like that. Doors and doorbells. One way to open a door is to use the doorbell. Operate the doorbell by standing in front of it and pressing the trigger button. To go out and open doors, stand in front of the door and move the joystick lever forward and to the right. Okay, so like that, and forward and to the right. They mean up and right? They mean up and right. Okay, so it's going to be one of those, where forward is up and backward is down, or something like that. To get on a ladder, stand directly behind it and push the joystick lever forward or back. You can get off of a ladder whenever your feet are even with the front of a walkway. So, okay, so if I'm holding diagonal, it won't automatically go up. So if I stand in front and push up, there we go. And then even with the, yep, even with the floor. Okay. Yeah, it's not super responsive getting on and off the ladder. Like, up and down is not working right there, but if I push a pixel further, it does work. So you have to be a little precise. It doesn't seem to be super precise, just a little precise. So that shouldn't be too bad. Sliding poles. To get on a sliding pole, stand directly in front of it and pull back on the joystick lever. You cannot climb up the sliding poles. You can get off a pole whenever your feet are even with the middle of a walkway. Okay, so it's basically a one-way ladder that only goes down. Got it. Lightning machine. Turn the sparks on or off by standing in front of the switch and moving the joystick lever forward or back. So that turns it off, that turns it on. Lightning goes off, lightning goes on. Lightning goes off, lightning goes on. I'm pretty sure the game might get mad at me if I keep doing this. Well, okay, probably not. But yeah, I'm gonna stop. Let's actually just... Well, actually, this is the tutorial, right? What if we just try to go for... Nope. Not having that. Oh, wait a minute. Did it just put me back to the very first screen? Okay, that's not fun. If you screw up in the tutorial, you have to do the entire tutorial over again? Okay, that's bizarre. Actually, it's even more bizarre because all the doors I opened are still open. So it's like it memorized the state that I left the rooms in. Okay, so the game's not screwing around, so let's just turn the lightning off, move past it, open the door, get to the next part of the tutorial. Cause I don't want to run out of lives just trying to pass the tutorial. Anyways, force field. Turn off the force field by standing in front of the control and pushing the trigger button. Force field will remain off for 8 seconds after the button is released. Okay, so yeah, it's on a timer. Well, I don't need the full 8 seconds, so off we go. When you run in front of the Ankh, the mummy slides out of its tomb. Mummies are too stiff to use ladders or sliding poles. So does that mean it's just gonna stay up on the... It's just gonna stay up on the top floor? Okay, so basically whatever platform the mummy ends up on is the platform it's stuck on. Good to know. To pick up a key, stand in front of it and push the trigger button. You can open a lock only after you have picked up a key of a matching color. Stay in front of the lock and push the trigger button. Okay, so it's basically, yep, just like that. Ray gun. Operate the gun by standing in front of the control and using the joystick lever to aim and the trigger buttons to fire. Gun fires automatically when it's at the same level as the player. Ooh. Does that mean the ray gun is actually harmful to the player then? Oh yeah, if I stand in front of it, it stops moving, and then I can actually move it however I want, and fire it whenever I want. I can only have one shot on the screen at a time, but I guess that kind of makes sense. Matter transmitter. Stand in the booth and hold the joystick lever forward until the color in the booth matches the color of the desired receiver oval. Push the trigger button to transmit. So if I hold up, okay, so it's cycling through the different colors. If I stop holding up, it stops cycling. If I push the trigger button, that's where I teleport. Okay, that makes sense. Trapdoor. Trapdoor opens or closes whenever anyone runs in front of the control. So this control up here. Okay. But I'm not allowed to jump from platforms? Wait, is this a thing where I have to touch it and then go... Okay. Yeah, the game's expecting me to do weird stuff like that. To change the motion of the sidewalk, stand in front of the control and push the trigger button. Okay then. So can we actually go down? No. We cannot go down the moving sidewalk. So press the button. Oh, it stops it completely. Now if we push it again. Okay, so you can cycle it between not moving and then the different directions to move. Interesting. I'm guessing that might have some implications in terms of other puzzle elements, because that's the vibe I'm getting here, is that this is going to be like a puzzle game of some kind. When you walk in front of his coffin, Frankenstein awakens and begins to chase you. Okay, you called it Frankenstein's monster in the manual, but now you're just flat out calling him Frankenstein here in the game. I had respect for you getting it right, but you lost it right here. Anyways, able to use the ladders and sliding... Oh, that's... Basically, he's like an advanced mummy. Oh, yep, there he comes. And is he going to actually go down the ladder? Well, he's probably got a much more basic movement algorithm going on, but... Or actually... No, it seems like what he wants to do is just sort of... Yeah, when he reaches any kind of intersection of some kind, he tries to decide what's the best way to get to you. And until then, we'll just continue walking straight. At least that's what it seems like's going on from the way the monster's moving there. Geez, how many of these screens do we have? This is a lot. Oh, I was about to say, this is a lot to take in for one puzzle game, but nope. We have the exit door. That's a very simple thing for the tutorial. And we escaped the first castle. Time of 7 minutes, 30 seconds. And yeah, it looks like there's high scores, and it seems like it's different for each of the different castles or something. So, put initials, press return. Okay, game over. Wait, game over? Okay, I think I'm gonna have to restart the program and look at the documentation again, because I thought it would just move us on to the next castle, but I can't figure out how to actually get to the next castle. So, yeah, I'm gonna go check that. Okay, that's kind of a weird way of doing it. So the way you start the tutorial is to press the joystick button from the title screen or from the demo. But the way you start the actual game is to press the run stop button instead of the joystick button. I mean, that kind of works. It's kind of silly that there's no message for it on the main screen, because, like, I mean, if we actually go in here... Oh, right, I forgot about the flashing. Like, if we actually go in here and get to the title again... Yeah, it doesn't say anything about that here, so I guess we hit run stop. And yeah, that brings us to this menu here. Well, that's interesting. It actually allows us to have unlimited lives. Not sure how that's going to affect the high scores or something, but... And apparently these are in order of easiest to hardest. So I guess we're going to Sylvania first. Oh, there it goes. Didn't seem like it was loading at first, but oh. You have to actually select it and then resume it? Like, I mean, I know there's a save game feature here, but maybe it doesn't let you actually, like... Huh. Oh, wait, I get what's going on here. You have to exit this menu, you go back here, you press the joystick button, and now we're actually beginning the game. That is just a weird way of doing it. Okay, so this screen seems simple enough, except for one little interesting fact. These are not ladders, these are sliding poles, which means if we go down to the very bottom, we don't go back up to those other two. So let's actually take the left route, make sure we get off on this floor, and let's see where this goes. So yeah, the castles are definitely arranged differently in terms of the rooms, although, wait a minute. The room we're about to go into has 2 exits to go out to the right, but we entered from above in that red room there. So is there going to be like this sliver of a room off to the right there at the top? Or is it just going to be like, they're just going to overlap it and just make it seem silly? I don't know. Okay, this room's got some complexity to it. There's a key to get, there's a pole. I actually can't go anywhere in this room because I can't go up the poles, and that is very much a pit to the side. So I guess we're going back this way? Okay, left was a bust. Let's go down because I can't go to the right anymore. Okay, so going into another room here, and we're immediately shot by a ray gun. What? Okay, I don't feel confident about that room at the bottom, so let's try this one. Maybe this room will be better. Oh wow, the room we're about to go into has like freaking how many exits? Is that like 9 exits? Holy jeez. Yep, that's 9 exits if I ever counted them. Maybe we could just go around and just start hitting the buttons. Get them all open? Why not? Is it actually possible for me to open all of them, though? I don't think so. Yeah, I can't get the 2 in the bottom corner there because of the way it's all laid out. Okay, let's start going through these doors and see where we end up. So, going up to this room up here, and it's just more doors and ladders. Okay, that's kind of weird. I can't actually access the doors that are still closed there. Not to mention, only one of them has a button to open it. Okay, so if we go this way, we'll go into a new room, and it's got tons of exits again. We're in the door maze right now. Okay, even though it looks like a maze, it's actually a pretty linear path. I had to go back around, get to this door. This is going to lead to that section that only had like that was pretty much isolated. And then this is going to go around, it's going to head to some more doors to go down, and hopefully this doesn't end up being just ladders and blank platforms for the next while. Hopefully we get some action or something that doesn't instantly kill me. Okay, this should be taking us to a new room. So is it going to be an interesting room? Or no, wait, it's still this area. We're almost out of here. We actually have 2 room choices here. So I'm just going to open both of them just in case. So we'll open that one, go around, open this one, and hopefully this takes us somewhere interesting. Oh no, it's still blue. It may be just more platforms and doors. Boy. Gotta say, this castle's not impressing at the moment. Really hope the buyer's willing to go down on negotiate the price a bit. But, okay, this should lead us to, yeah, the green area, the green room over here. And I did notice now that these are all color-coded, so it kind of gives you an idea of where things are going. Now, this green room killed me when I entered from the top, but now I'm entering from the side. But that ray gun is still on the move, but the controls for it are right here. So, can we actually shoot anything interesting? I don't think so. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything interesting to shoot around here. But here's the catch, is that if I try to go down, well, there is a teleporter down there. The switch I need to hit is up by the purple one. So let's move the ray gun out of the way, and then we're just going to have to make a run for it. And go. Let's go down here, hold up, go to purple, turn it off. Do we want red? Yeah, we want red. Or, no, we didn't want red. Red was bad. Red was very bad. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Okay, I just realized that if you die, you go back to the start, and I got a funny... Well, the thing is that remembers the state of the doors. If we go back in here, the ray gun may be already prepped to shoot us again. So I'm going to hold right and hope that I can get down something in... No, not enough time to reach it. Okay, so this means I have to go through that entire door maze again. And this was not pleasant. So I will get back to you all when I finally make it through here again, if I can remember how I got through the first time. It wasn't complicated, it was just long. Okay, that took a solid 2 minutes, and that was knowing what way to go. Holy jeez. That is a big punishment for getting yourself killed. Okay, so I'm gonna try this again. Mental note, do not go up to the red teleporter. The red teleporter is very not good. But then, how am I supposed to get that key? Like, it almost seems like the only way to get the key is to... Oh, you gotta be kidding. You have gotta be kidding. Okay, the way you get the... Or no, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me go back here for a second. Because if I'm remembering correctly... Okay, there's a shortcut back. You don't have to go through the maze a second time. Oh, that would have been torture. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, make sure it's moved up nice and high so that it's out of the way. And then... Or wait, can we even get back there if I go down? Okay, that's a little weird. It looks like I have to get the key ahead of time. So, if it is remembering the state of the rooms, then what I need to do is move the ray gun all the way to the bottom. And then... go around, take the shortcut, get up to that top door, and then grab the key so that the ray gun doesn't have a chance to shoot at me. The only trouble with this approach is I don't know if... Well, if I'm going down the pole, I should be moving fast enough to dodge the ray gun shot, but I guess we'll find out. So, leave the room, and then takes us up back over here, go around, up the ladder, take the shortcut pole, back down, go through the door, and then slide down this pole, hit the button, and hope the ray gun isn't ready to just nuke me. We're gonna find out. Is it still at the bottom? It's still at the bottom. Okay, that worked as expected. So we'll grab the key, and then we're gonna slide down a bit, take command of the ray gun, move it back up to the top, all the way back up to the top. And then, where does that leave us? Right, so go down here. We need to go to the purple teleporter. Turn the thing off. We need to head to the cyan teleporter. Now, okay, we should go up. Yeah, we do go fast enough to dodge that. And then, down like that. We put the key in the keyhole, go through the door, and we finally make it past that leg of the puzzle. Holy jeez, that was ridiculous. Although, now we got more ridiculousness, because we got 3 Frankensteins ready to just maul us. It just occurred to me that the trapdoor switches activate when you walk by them. They might also activate when the Frankensteins walk by them. Okay, so I guess what I want to do is maybe go down this pole, which is going to activate those two. And then apparently they're just going to gang up down there. And if we go up... Okay, that activates the last one. Now the trick is, how am I going to get them to... Yeah, this seems a little finicky, having to get them to hit the trapdoor switches. Actually, if I want to go through the cyan door there, then I should probably just start down here. because they're going to be stuck on there where that trapdoor is, and I don't care about that one, so just go through like that. Of course, the only trick there is it seems like the purple door might have been the better way to go first. Well, at least we have a little idea of what's going to happen here when we get to this room. Okay, so going back around to the purple door here, let's see what's going on in this room over here. This is a dead-end room, so my guess is it's going to have a key. It's got a key. But it also has a Frankenstein's monster ready to go literally anywhere. So this is going to be tricky. This is going to be a trip. So let's see if we can pull it off. So I think the real trick here is that is a Frankenstein's monster, right? Yeah, so it should be going down the ladder. Get him to go down the ladder. Okay. And what I want him to do is I want him to go down that pole. There we go. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. That Frankenstein's monster is 100% trapped now. Okay, so let's focus on actually getting these switches done. Okay, so the first switch here. Then we get back across here before the force field opens. Hit that. And then that gets us access to the next switch, so... Oh yeah, the one at the top is going to be really tight, so... and that doesn't help that it's a little finicky with the movement, because you have to be precise to get on and off the ladder. So, here we go. That was... If I made even the slightest mistake, I would not have gotten past that in time. Holy jeez. Okay, so the trick here is that we got a bunch of mummies ready to walk across the platforms there. And they're all going to activate the moment I try to go into this room. There's a force field for controlling the ray gun. Wait a minute. The only thing I have to be careful of here is that the ray gun controls are behind a force field. So... if I go to use the ray gun, I can't use it for very long before I have to get back across before the force field closes. So let's activate the mummies, and then turn off the force field. Can we zap them? Oh yeah, we can zap them. I'm only going to do one at a time though, because I don't want to run out of time with this force field here. Okay, so that's dealt with. But now I have to be careful of the fact that the ray gun's going to shoot at me. But I should be able to outpace it on the ladder. Yeah. Oh, that was a bad idea. It just occurred to me that if the moving floor is going against me, I'm going to actually trap myself. So let's just turn it off entirely. Go up to it. Turn that off. Go back down. And then see if we can outpace the ray gun onto this platform. Oh yeah, we're good. Okay. Well, there's a Frankenstein's monster ready to pounce on us. So let's go to the green door first. And hopefully that leaves us enough time to backtrack in case we need it. But, okay, this room doesn't look too threatening. Except for a couple things. I guess the trick here is to try and minimize how many times we have to go through here. So going down this pole is once. This is twice. This is 3... Or, wait, we can't minimize the... We're going through this room 5 times. Oh boy. Well, let's do them in order. So let's shut down this moving walkway first. And then we go back through here. And then this should take us... Or wait, this takes us to the blue room. Oh, it just takes us back here. Okay, so... I still have to be a little careful that I don't end up with the Frankenstein's monsters activating the trap door that was down there blocking this route. But, oh wait, does this mean we have to go out, go around here like multiple times? Well, that's going to be annoying. So, I mean, this isn't exactly the most dangerous room out there, but at the same time, I'm going through all these motions 5 times. Just to get to that red door up there. And to put in perspective the time that I've been spending here, the amount of time this particular run's gone so far is 16 minutes and 25 seconds. You know what? I should just wait a moment for the thing to go up and now go through the passage. That way the laser starts nice and high when I get to that room again. But yeah, that's 3 entrances into this room down, 2 more loops around to go. Okay, almost done here. So, gotta go through this room and make sure we hit both of them. Okay. Okay, entering this room for the 5th and final time so that I can hit this switch over here. And that means I can finally get all the way around here. Jesus, took a while. Get to this red key door, open it, go through. Where does this end up? If this is like some kind of trap, I am going to be very mad. Okay, it brought us over here. So, what does that mean for us? We got the cyan key up there. Okay, so I think what I'm going to have to do here is actually activate the mummy, deactivate the electric thing, and then go down to that door in the bottom right corner in order to make any progress. So hopefully that's right. We're going to find out in a moment. So get down out of the way and open this. And where does this actually take me? I'm not entirely certain. This goes back to the main room? Oh, it goes back here. Are you freaking kidding? I have to make another loop all the way around? Well, at least in this case, the ray gun's out of the way, so I can just slide on down. But that's just ridiculous. This game is like, this game is backtracking up to the, wait. Oh no, wait. Okay, so the key doors, the key locks don't disappear once you've used them. I was about to say, I don't have the white key anymore, but no, it's already open. Oh boy. Okay, now I gotta make sure I get through here quickly so that they don't go where I don't want them to go. Okay, go back down here. Go back down to that. Yeah, that one. That way I could get through here without being interrupted. Oh boy. I can't believe I'm making another loop of this. Okay, so the thing I'm a bit concerned about here is where the trapdoors are. Because they're already in an off state. So when the mummies walk over them, they're going to activate, and I have no idea where they are. So, guess we're going to find out. So, open them all up. Yep, that's about what I expected. Wow, this looks like it's going to be really tight timing. So we have to go over here. And not getting to the ladder. You do have to be pretty precise with these ladders. Not super precise, but pretty precise. Okay. Oh no, wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so take a look up in that corner there. 24 minutes and 29 seconds that I've been spending actively on this level, not counting these transitions which pause the timer. And then if I hit the button here... Okay, the doors are actually open still now? I don't remember... Okay, maybe we're a little lucky in that the state of the level hasn't reset this time. In which case, we can just go around, get to where we were. It's just the last time I remember the doors closing, or maybe that was just a special feature of the blue room. Because yeah, everything looks like it's in the state it was in. Okay, so it sent us back to the start of the level, but the state of the level is still okay. So we should be able to get back around. Not going to be pleasant, but we should be able to get back around. Yeah, and I can't even take a shortcut back around this way because this is a freaking pole, not a ladder. Boy, I think I'm just going to call it here because this game is really frustrating. I mean, like, okay, in terms of actual design, in terms of puzzle design, there's a lot of ingenuity here. Like, this is extremely creative for when this came out, because this was, what, a 1984 game? So, very creative on that front, with a lot of different kinds of traps and obstacles and these huge layouts, and this is just 1 out of 13 castles in this game. And this is supposed to be the easiest one. Holy, I don't even want to imagine what the hardest one looks like. But the point is that these puzzles wouldn't be so bad if not for the fact that death doesn't simply reset the room to the state it was in when you entered. It sends you back to the beginning of the level, and then you have to trace your way all the way back to where you were. But then on top of that is the fact that these puzzles are multi-room, meaning you have to do things over and over again, doing backtracking or like forward tracking, going in loops, like having to go around multiple rooms 5 times in a row to solve a quote-unquote puzzle. Like, that's not fun. So yeah, that was the Castles of Dr. Creep. It's an interesting game. I'll give it that. It is very interesting, very well done in terms of the code, in terms of just the overall controls, really, except for having to be super precise with the ladders and stuff. But yeah, the frustration factor is through the freaking roof.